It was a warm summer evening, and the sun had just dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the small town of Willow Creek. 6-year-old Lily sat in her backyard, watching as the world around her transformed into a place of wonder. She had always been fascinated by the stories her grandmother used to tell her about magic and mythical creatures that roamed the night. As she gazed at the ground, Lily noticed something peculiar. Her shadow seemed different tonight. It was longer and more defined than usual, with a subtle sheen to its surface. Suddenly, without warning, her shadow stretched out its arms and let out a tiny cry of excitement. To Lily's amazement, her shadow began to transform before her very eyes. Its body lengthened, growing wings that shimmered like the moon. The shadow flapped its wings, sending ripples through the air, and then turned to face Lily. "Come on, kiddo," her shadow exclaimed in a voice that was both familiar and strange. "We've got an adventure to go on." Lily's eyes widened with excitement as she hesitated for a moment before climbing onto the back of her shadow. It felt like riding a living creature, one that was strong and powerful beneath its ethereal surface. As they took flight, Lily felt a rush of exhilaration, unlike anything she had ever experienced before. The world around her was bathed in an otherworldly light, as if the moon itself was guiding them on their journey. Her shadow led the way, navigating through the shadows and darkness with ease. They soared over fields and forests, crossing rivers and streams that glittered like diamonds under the moonlight. Lily felt free, unencumbered by the constraints of her daily life. She laughed and screamed with joy, feeling as though she was a part of something much bigger than herself. As they flew, Lily noticed that her shadow seemed to be taking her on a path that few others could see. It led them through secret gardens hidden behind ancient trees, and past great stone statues that stood guard over the night. They even caught glimpses of creatures that defied explanation, glowing winged horses, and tiny sprites that flitted about like fireflies. Eventually, they arrived at a great oak tree that towered above the rest. Its branches seemed to stretch up to the stars themselves, and its trunk was covered in strange symbols that glowed with an otherworldly light. "This is the heart oak," her shadow explained, its voice full of reverence. "It's said to hold the secrets of the night within its ancient heart." Lily dismounted onto the branch of the tree, feeling a sense of awe wash over her. As she looked up at the symbols etched into the trunk, she felt a strange energy building inside her. Suddenly, visions began to flood her mind, images of a world beyond her wildest dreams, where magic was real and anything was possible. She saw great cities that floated on clouds, and oceans that shimmered like crystal. She even glimpsed a great dragon that soared through the skies, its wings beating with a rhythm that echoed through her very being. As the visions faded, Lily realized that she had been given a glimpse of the world's true potential, a world where magic was woven into every thread of life. Her shadow stepped forward once more, and together they left the heart oak behind, continuing their nocturnal adventure into the unknown. They flew over cities and towns, watching as people went about their daily lives beneath them. Lily saw children playing in streets that seemed empty and still, while she knew that magic was happening all around her. She even spotted a few creatures that defied explanation, shadowy figures that danced through alleys, and tiny sprites that flitted about street lamps. Eventually, as the first light of dawn began to creep over the horizon, Lily's shadow led her back to the safety of her own backyard. As they landed softly on the grass, she realized that she had grown accustomed to this nocturnal world, a world where anything was possible and magic was woven into every thread of life. With a newfound sense of wonder and awe, Lily looked up at the sky and smiled, knowing that she would never see the world in the same way again. Her shadow stood beside her, wings folded tight against its back, as if to remind her that there were still so many secrets waiting to be uncovered in this magical world. And with that, Lily climbed off onto solid ground, feeling a sense of gratitude for the incredible adventure she had just experienced. She knew that she would always treasure the memory of her shadow's wings and the nocturnal journey they shared beneath the stars. As she made her way back into the house, Lily realized that sometimes the most magical things in life are hidden right under our noses, in the shadows themselves.